Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Bee from Being Blissfully Zen, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Welcome to our community where we explore the journey to inner peace and self-love together. Today, I have a special story to share with you about the healing power of forgiveness. This is a two-part video series, so be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for both parts. In part one, we'll dive into the weight of unforgiveness through the story of Terri Rose, a journey many of us can relate to. Forgiveness can be such a powerful tool for healing, both for ourselves and for our relationships. It's not always easy, but it's a journey worth taking. In part one, we'll explore the emotional challenges that come with holding on to hurt. And in part two, we'll look at the transformative process of embracing forgiveness. But just before we start, if you're new to the spiritual awakening journey and feeling a bit lost or overwhelmed, don't worry, you're not alone. You've been led here for a reason, since there are no accidents in life. Welcome to this channel, and may you open up to your full spiritual potential now. I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences as we go through this story. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let's create a safe space for healing and support. Okay, so let's begin. Terri Rose sat on the edge of her bed, staring out of the window at the vibrant autumn leaves dancing in the wind. It was beautiful outside, but inside she felt a heavy cloud hanging over her heart. For over a year she had carried a burden that weighed her down, an unresolved conflict with her sister Lily Beth. The rift had started over a misunderstanding that spiraled into hurtful words exchanged during a family gathering. What was meant to be a light-hearted joke had turned into an argument, revealing old wounds that neither of them had addressed. In the heat of the moment, Terri had said things she didn't mean, and Lily had retreated, hurt and angry. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but neither sister reached out to mend the rift. As the months passed, Terri found herself increasingly isolated. She missed the laughter they used to share, the late night talks, and the sisterly bond that had once been so strong. Instead, she felt a knot of resentment growing in her chest, a mix of anger and guilt. The more she held on to her feelings of hurt, the more they clouded her happiness. One evening, while scrolling through family photos, Terri stumbled upon a picture of them as children, arms around each other, beaming with joy. A wave of nostalgia washed over her, and she realized how much she longed for that connection again. In that moment, she felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps forgiveness could be the key to healing. With newfound determination, Terri decided it was time to reach out to Lily. It wasn't easy. Fear of rejection and vulnerability gnawed at her. But she knew that holding on to the past was only hurting them both. So she took a deep breath and sent a heartfelt message expressing her regret and desire to talk. To her surprise, Lily responded quickly, agreeing to meet. On the day of their meeting, Terri Rose felt a whirlwind of emotions, apprehension, excitement, and a hint of hope. They chose a cozy cafe, a familiar scent of coffee and baked goods surrounded them as they sat down. As they began to talk, Terri felt the weight of her burden slowly lifting. "I'm sorry for what I said that day," Terri began, her voice shaking slightly. "I never meant to hurt you. I've missed you so much." Lily's eyes softened as she listened. "I've missed you too. I was so hurt, Terri. I didn't know how to reach out either." The conversation flowed, a mix of apologies, shared memories, and laughter. They both acknowledged their pain, but more importantly, they realized how much they valued the relationship in that moment of honesty and vulnerability. Terri felt a profound shift within her, a release of the heavy emotion she had carried for so long. As they finished their coffee, Terri knew that forgiveness wasn't just about letting go. It was about reclaiming the joy and the love they once shared. They embraced tightly, tears of relief and happiness mingling as they promised to communicate better and make their bond stronger. Walking home, Terri felt lighter than she had in years. The autumn leaves seemed even brighter, reflecting the newfound clarity in her heart. She realized that forgiveness had opened the door to healing, not only between her and Lily, but within herself. In the days that followed, Terri took time to reflect on her journey. She learned that forgiveness is an ongoing process, one that requires compassion and understanding. By letting go of the past, she had embraced a future filled with love, connection, and hope. Through her experience, Terri Rose discovered that forgiveness was not just a gift for others. It was a powerful act of self-love that set her free. As we wrap up Terri Rose's story, we see how she transformed her pain into a powerful journey of forgiveness. By confronting her emotions and reaching out to her sister, she not only helped their relationship, but also set herself free from the burdens of resentment and guilt. Now let's break down the different stages of Terri's forgiveness story. Each stage highlights the emotional landscape of her journey, revealing how forgiveness can transform our lives. We begin with the incident. So it was during a family gathering that was filled with laughter. Terri makes a lighthearted joke that unintentionally offends her sister Lily. This seemingly minor comment escalates into a heated argument, revealing underlying tensions between them. The fallout from this incident sets the stage for a deep emotional struggle that follows. Next is the emotional fallout. After the argument, Terri feels a mix of disbelief and regret. Realizing that she has hurt someone that she loves deeply, the immediate aftermath leaves her with overwhelming guilt, creating a heavy emotional burden. This emotional fallout leads to a rift between the sisters, as neither reaches out to reconcile. Now we'll explore the struggle. As days turn into weeks, Terri finds herself trapped in a cycle of resentment and guilt, missing the bond she once shared with Lily. Instead of reaching out, she allows her anger to fester, which deepens her feelings of isolation. Moving on, we have the turning point. One evening, while looking through old photographs, Terri stumbles upon a picture of her and Lily as children, and they're smiling and carefree. This moment of reflection sparks a wave of nostalgia, prompting her to reconsider the impact of holding on to past hurts. It becomes a pivotal realization that forgiveness might be the key to healing, both for her and her relationship with her sister. And the next step is the decision to forgive. Encouraged by her newfound perspective, Terri decides to embrace the idea of forgiveness, recognizing it is a powerful act of self-love. She understands that letting go of resentment could pave the way to reconnection with Lilybeth. This decision marks a significant shift in her mindset, opening her up to healing. That brings us to the step of reaching out. With courage, Terri takes the step to reach out to Lily, initiating a conversation that could mend their fractured relationship. This act of vulnerability is challenging as it requires her to confront her fears of rejection and emotional pain. However, she knows that it is essential for both her and her sister's healing processes. And now we take the next step to healing and reconnection. During their heartfelt conversation, Terri and Lily confront the past, discussing their feelings and the hurt caused by the argument. This honest dialogue fosters understanding and empathy, allowing them to reconnect on a deeper level. Through this process, they begin to heal, restoring their sisterly bond. And finally, the last stage is ongoing journey. Terri learns that forgiveness is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing journey that requires continued reflection and compassion. This experience teaches her valuable lessons about emotional resilience and the importance of nurturing relationships. As she embraces forgiveness, she finds a renewed sense of peace and connection in her life. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explore Terri Rose's journey of forgiveness. I hope her story resonates with you and inspires you on your own path to healing. If you found value in this video, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button because you won't want to miss part 2 of our forgiveness series. We'll dive deeper into the transformative power of forgiveness and how you can apply it in your own life. I truly appreciate your support and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Until next time, remember to embrace compassion and keep shining your light. See you soon.